Good afternoon and welcome to Interbay Stadium in Ballard, Washington. It's Memorial Day and hopefully one to remember for the Oly Town Artesians as they travel up the 5 freeway to take on Ballard FC in the first interstate matchup between two brand new USL 2 squads. My name is John McGlamery and today I'm joined by original Oly Town Artesian former club GM Brandon Sparks. Brandon, it's good to have you back on the broadcast with me and back representing Oly Town.
Yeah, thanks a lot, John. I'm glad to be here. Beautiful, well, not quite a beautiful Memorial Day weather-wise, but it's going to be a fun one here at Interbay Stadium in front of a sold-out crowd, and looking for an Artesians win in front of this sold-out crowd.
Yeah, it'd be a good thing to come up here and get a win. The Artesians might have their hands, might have their hands full with this team from Ballard, but as they've shown so far through 2 games, they're able to compete at this level, and I think with a couple good breaks, things could go their way tonight. Brandon, since we've got you here, let's talk a little bit about the club. I mean, the club started, I would say, about 7 years ago.
Yep.
Started out as just a small idea of bringing soccer to Olympia.
Yep. Yeah, 2014, we founded the club as a indoor soccer team. We played in the Western Indoor Soccer League. Eventually, a couple years later, added an outdoor side with the Evergreen Premier League, which we continue on in to this day. But, it was always in the back of my mind that eventually we would move up a level and play in the USL 2, PDL as it was called at the time. And so it's really exciting to see that, we and Tim Smith stepped away a bit, but the new crew, Ryan Perkins and other ownership group, stepping up and moving up at a great opportunity this season with Ballard coming in and the USL 2 Northwest Division starting anew here. And it's a really good opportunity, and I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, and so far it's been a lot of fun. The last weekend, of course, opening day, CFC Atletico came to Black Hills High School. Came away with a 2-1 win. On Friday, the team traveled down to Portland to the Eastside Timbers and Thorns Soccer Complex, and they took on PDX FC. It was a tough game. They went behind early in the first half, battled all the way back as much as they could, got a late goal, had a couple good opportunities in that second half late to potentially get a tie, but it didn't go their way. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that game. We've got some highlights queued up for you, and we'll kick it over to the highlight reel for you. Cross coming in, headed up and cleared off the line by Olmos. That was Fairhurst who had it in, but almost right there on the line to clear it before it went in. With space, finds Zimmerman. Here's another run at Zimmerman looking for Isidro. Isidro brings it down. Does he control it? Yes, he does. He tries to get a foot on it, but just bodied off the ball. And a nice jump up by Isidro Huerta shows he's ready and flexible tonight for the game. Giovanni Magana Rivera, and there's going to be a shot that's saved. The shot comes in from Bowers, is going to be saved by Dante Perez Martin. And the first save of the game, and that save brought to you by Foot and Ankle Surgical Associates. He plays it up to Babalai. Babalai now looks for a runner. He gets around his man Marquez. He tries to get there. He can't. It's blocked off the line by Tesler as Dante ran out to get it. He was beaten, but Tesler able to clear it off the line. So 2 goal line clearances, one by each team already tonight. A goal kick, and now a bad giveaway. Now here comes Rivera as he takes the shot. Babalai, foot save by Perez Martin, and that one goes out for a goal or a corner kick. Ball flicked up, headed down, and in the back of the net for a goal! Gilbert De La Luz gets it in the back of the net, and the Artesians pull one back. It's 2-1. And as you can see, a tough-fought matchup that ended in a 2-1 defeat to PDX FC. As we take a look at the standings right now, PDX FC on top, 6 points. CFC Atletico second with 4 points, tied with OVF Alliance. Ballard FC's played one and won one. They've got 3 points. Lane United tied OVF Alliance last night. And the Oly Town Artesians round out the 6 in the Northwest Division, looking for their first points of the season and hopefully a win today as they take on Ballard FC. And we'll go over the starting lineups for both teams right now. Brandon, let's hear about the hometown Ballard FC.
Sure. Here, Ballard FC, the Bridges, kicking off here at Inner Bay Stadium, which technically is not in Ballard, but that's okay. Starting lineup for them at goal, the goalkeeper Akili Kasim. Number 4, Leo Burney. Number 5, Angela Calfo. Number 8, Taketo Onodera. Number 9, Alex Mejia. Number 12, Charlie Gaffney. Number 16, Bailey Leatherman. Number 20, Zane Baumgart. Number 21, Peter Kingston. Number 22, Declan McGlynn. And rounding out the starting 11, number 25, Nick Ryerson. Of that group, Gaffney, Mejia, McGlynn, and Onodera scored in their opening game against Lane United. So we'll watch those 4 men as they kick off today here at Inner Bay Stadium.
And now the starting lineup for your Oly Town FC Artesians is starting in goal, number 0, Dante Perez Martin. Number 2, Manny Nicasio gets the start, along with number 6, Trevor Thompson. Number 9, Tony Andoyan, as well as Alec Zimmerman, Isidro Prado Huerta, hold on, actually, Trevor Thompson not starting, Colin LeBranch starting in his place.
Yeah, I think there was maybe a little
a
bit of a late change on the starting lineup, so that's why there's a little bit of confusion there. But
yeah, sorry about that, folks. Joining Alex Zimmerman, number 5, Jordan Zimmerman. Of course, they're brothers. Number 11, Isidro Prado Huerta. Number 12, Gil de la Luz. Number 14, Seb Navarro. Number 16, Jose Marquez. Number 17, Sam Tessler. Number 20, Jason Fairhurst. And number 21, Colin LeBranch gets his first minutes of play in the USL2 today here at Inner Bay Stadium. So those are your lineups. And, Brandon, we know that Ballard FC came out strong in their first match against Lane United, winning 5-1. Do you have anything that maybe you saw in that game that to look out for today?
I just think they're a really talented team. They've got a strong group of players from Division I colleges and a mix of other players as well. You've got guys from NAIA schools, and so it's an interesting mix of players, but obviously they've done a good job of scouting and finding players from all over the place to come and play for them. It's a strong team. I believe Akili Kasim did not get the start in their first game, and so that'll be a little bit of different for their goalkeeper. And yeah, it should be an interesting game. We'll be curious to see how the Artesians match up against a team that turned out to be pretty high-powered in their first game. Yeah,
and you mentioned Akili Kasim out of Seattle University. So is Dante Perez Martin. So 2 Seattle University goalkeepers, although you did find out during research this morning that Dante Perez Martin has made 2 appearances for Seattle U, but as forward.
Yeah, maybe this is an early season tryout for Peter Fewing's team, see who gets to start come the winter. Although I'm not 100% sure Akili Kasim is still has eligibility left there, but I know Dante Perez is a sophomore there, and I'm sure he'll be back.
And I can tell you, as far as the Artesians go, a couple bright spots so far this season. Of course, the central defense of Jose Marquez and Sam Tessler have been outstanding for the Artesians, playing a good solid back line as well as getting forward when they need to. You saw on the highlights when Gil scored the goal against PDX FC, Jose was right there with him. He's been tracking back the whole game, going forward, going backwards. He's been all over the field, and he's been fantastic. And also, you can't go without mentioning Gil de la Luz. 2 goals on 2 headed balls in the first 2 games. He's been a revelation for this team, and it's nice to see him get another start and seeing what he can do. Now we're going to step away and let you watch the pageantry of USL2 soccer as the players make their way out. They're going to do the national anthem, and we'll be right back after a short break for the first kick. Well, after a bit of a delay, we got the national anthem in on this wonderful Memorial Day. The sun has come out, the clouds are going away, and Brandon, we are just about ready for kickoff here from Inter Bay Stadium. Full crowd today, overflow, people standing room only in the beer garden. It looks like a crowd that's ready for a party.
Yeah, we've got people parked behind the fences even because technically it's a sellout, can't get in. Got people posted up over on the other side, can't get in, and so it's going to be a full house here tonight at Inter Bay Stadium. And, the first time Oly Town has ever played to a crowd like this. We've seen some big crowds indoors at Bellingham, but nothing quite like this for an outdoor game, and it's pretty exciting to see a team like this pop up in Ballard and Washington State generally. And it's going to be a nice local rivalry, I think, for the Artesians long term.
I agree 100%. You can see the ball retrievers running to their stations. There'll be one right in front of us, I think. Will keep us safe. But as to your point, I think having two teams this close playing at a higher level than we're used to seeing up here in the Northwest is something that can only be good. And I think in the long term, it's going to benefit the entire region.
Yeah, the Northwest PDL used to be very strong in the Northwest. Lots of teams, lots of high-level teams up here, but kind of fell on a little bit of hard times for a while there, and they're trying to revive it. 6 teams currently in the division, and from what I hear, there's a bunch more possibly popping up over the next couple of years as well. So it's going to be a really good league just pretty soon, and already is with Ballard high quality. Saw the quality of CFC Athletica the other day, formerly the Timbers U23s, and it's a quality league, and Ballard is going to give us a good test tonight, that's for sure.
And just a quick anecdote from the game on Friday. We were down in Portland, and you see such a nice mix of players, but the whole purpose of this league really is to showcase the talent of younger players, but also have some older players mentoring them through the journey. And you saw Khalif Al-Hassan for PDX, played for the Timbers for 5 years, played another year for Minnesota United. But after the game, he was the first person to come over and congratulate everybody on the Artesians team on a good game. He made it a point to say that to everybody, and that is the type of person we like to see in this league and the type of person that makes an impact on the players as they go through this season. So we are just about ready to get underway. The Artesians in all white. Ballard FC in a very busy blue with a pretty sweet design on front. Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about the design of this?
Yeah, that's Seattle artist Henry, who you may have seen if you've been in Seattle. He has murals everywhere. They worked with him to put up a mural in Ballard before the team launched, and now these on their jerseys, and they are a pretty sweet design, I will say.
Yeah, they looked good in the store outside. Got to take a look at those before the game, and Henry's here today as well.
It is technically Henry night.
Henry night during the day, and away we go.
Henry Day, sorry.
Artesians with the ball. Marquez with some pressure up on top. Perez Martin gets it out of the way. Plays it out to LeBranch, his first touch in the USL. And now back to the keeper. Pressure by Alex Mejia. And now headed up for Fairhurst. Fairhurst chasing, and it's going to be headed up and out by number 20, Zane Baumgart, for a throw-in. Got a tough angle here on the broadcast, but we can see it. LeBranch with it. Long throw-in. Played back. Navarro had it, lost it. Mejia flicks on. Marquez there to keep it in play for the Artesians, and now it's up to Navarro, and Navarro has some space. Plays it out wide, finds Gil de la Luz with Zimmerman on the overlap, but the Artesians play back to midfield. High line for the Artesians to start the game today.
Also, Ballard on that very first possession was really pushing up front too. We'll see how far back they play them going forward. You can see Martin Perez playing well out of his box as well.
Yeah, maybe something was seen in the tape that leads them to believe they can pressure up high. LeBranch now, right wing, plays up, gets it to Fairhurst, stumbles a little bit, but able to play it back to Tessler. Al Zimmerman with it now, captain armband on the sleeve. Gets it back in the middle, plays up, gets it to Isidro. Back out wide to Jordan No, it's actually Gil De La Luz, and he's got some space. Plays it back to the middle. He's got room, takes a shot, and it goes just high into the trees and off the fence.
He put his man on skates there for a second, but just couldn't quite put that on frame. He had a little bit of a window, but couldn't quite deliver there. But a nice move and good opportunity to start this game.
And it's nice to see them starting to pressure this team right off the bat and not worrying about a team that scored 5 goals in their first game, not being scared and pushing forward. And you can see everybody but Jose Marquez on the attacking side of the field for the Artesians right now. Ball played back into the middle, now played up, won by Manny Nicasio. Nicasio taken down on the ball. Referee says play on. It's going to go out wide to LeBranch. LeBranch has been an Artesian for a very long time, and it's nice to see him continue on with the team up in the USL 2.
Yeah, local product, played at Olympia High School and then went to St. Martin's. So he is a long-time local soccer player.
And just a bad touch off the foot of LeBranch, and it goes out of play for a throw-in. It's going to be played over to the far side. Bailey Leatherman with the ball now for Ballard. Lays it off. Out wide for Charlie Gaffney. And now another giveaway, and the Artesians, but they give it right back. And now Ballard looking to do something. Very congested midfield right now. And now taken off the ball by Navarro, and he wins it. And now the Artesians look to break again. But another giveaway, a good track back there by the defense to win it, but the wasted opportunity as the ball goes out of play for a throw.
Yeah, hasn't been a whole lot of room in midfield to work with, right in the middle especially, and a couple turnovers.
And through 2 games, the Artesians have had the most success on the wings, and so we'll see if they can exploit that again today. Navarro now. Pressure by Taketo Onodera, but held back by the Artesians, and they look to restart in the middle. Nicasio playing more central today. Manny gets it back, plays it into the middle for Zimmerman. One back in a sea of blue, and now Ballard looking to press high for the first time today. Kingston plays back, gets it to the captain, Angelo Calfo. Plays out to the far side, and now bringing it into the middle is Gaffney. Gaffney played off the ball by Gill, and it's won by Zimmerman, who gets it to Navarro. Long ball for LeBranch crossing the field. And Sam looks to reset. The Artesians able to find a little bit of space, but it's what they do with it that they're having a little bit of trouble with now, as Ballard's playing a very compact defensive style right now.
Yeah, neither team really able to get more than 10, 20 yards off of midfield right now. Everything being played right in that little area.
But a good spell of possession to start the game for the Artesians, as they've kind of controlled the tempo and look fairly comfortable so far against this Ballard FC squad. Tessler, the run by Declan McGlynn forces the ball up and out into the nature preserve and goes out of play. And a ball will be coming out from the sidelines to make that a good thing. So here comes the ball, played over. Giveaway in the lead up, and now the long ball played up, looking for Mejia, but well over the head of everyone and into the hands of Dante Perez Martin.
I certainly thought Mejia had a moment there where he could have got it, but he held up a bit, and just enough out of the reach of him that he knew he couldn't get to it.
And now we've got a stoppage in play. I don't know why, but we do.
I think that ball is garbage.
Oh, I think it is too. They brought that out of play as quickly as it came in play. Maybe that's why Alex Mejia gave up on his run, because the ball died out there. As we still wait, we don't know quite the deal here. They should, oh, there we go. Now there's a ball. Teams are required to have 8 balls on standby for game day, so it shouldn't have been too difficult to find one.
Well, none of them are pumped up, apparently, so.
Well, that causes problems. Well, here we go. Restarted. Perez Martin lays it off for Tesler. Tesler's been a rock back here. Seattle U product by way of the University of Washington. Zimmerman triple teamed, able to thread the needle, but held in by Ballard, but given right back. And Navarro now finds a running Gil de la Luz on the far side, and he's open in space. What can he do? Cuts back into the middle, plays it wide, finds Isidro. Isidro tried to get a shot off and couldn't, but it's held in by Gil and won back by the Artesians. Good pressure here. Jordan Zimmerman plays up to Isidro Prado Huerta. Zimmerman forced all the way back to Marquez, though, as these defenses just collapsing on the ball as soon as they see it. And almost a giveaway there, but won back by the Artesians. Fairhurst tried to keep it in play, but couldn't. Tesler now, Mejia off his arm.
Yeah.
Should have been a handball, and it is. As that went off his upper arm, not the shoulder, and Tesler's going to win a free kick.
Our official tonight is Kelsey Harms, experienced official in these areas. And she just was kind of waiting for that, see where that play went after the arm, but definitely a handball that, glad it got called.
And a danger here, we just replaced the ball yet again, so we don't know what happened, but we're on ball number 4 now.
That one ball that went into the nature preserve, that was a good one.
Tesler with a long free kick, finds Navarro, heads it on, and it's going to be a foul on Navarro, who was sandwiched between 2 players, but he got called for the foul as he must have gone over the top of the man in front.
I think he maybe got called for a handball as well. I think that came off of his upper arm.
Okay. Calfo with the long ball for Mejia, won by Marquez in the air. Zimmerman goes to fight for it, wins the header, but held in by Calfo. Navarro with a clean tackle, plays it out for De La Luz. And it was taken off. Navarro got fouled. It was a delayed call. And he seemed
not exactly, yeah, right. No, exactly. Navarro screamed out. I think he thought that could have continued, but it did look to me like they were going to lose the ball there. So
yeah, I thought Gil was going to lose possession, so probably the right call. Played all the way back now. Perez Martin out of Maui, Hawaii, by way of Casa Grande, Arizona. And now at Seattle U. So a well-traveled individual. Now Akili Kasim lays it off for Calfo. As the game has grinded to a almost halt here, as the Ballard FC defense just going back and forth with the keeper and the central D. Looking for space out on the far side, Declan McGlynn. Nick Ryerson. Now a crossfield pass to Calfo. Calfo, a product of the Sounders Academy. Now playing at Gonzaga. And now the force back on defense gives it back to the keeper, Kasim. Ballard definitely taking the air out of the ball right now, literally and figuratively. But now they look to move forward. That's Baumgart with a crossfield pass. The runner on the overlap is Ryerson, but Gaffney forced back and now given away, and the Artesians once again weather the storm and look to press. De La Luz, though, could not get the through ball from Navarro, and it goes out of play for a throw. Kingston now has it. Oh, make that Baumgart. Back to Calfo. And now Leo Burney has it for the Two Bridges. Or the, what are they? The Bridge? The Bridge.
The Bridges.
The Bridges.
The Bridgertons.
Ballard FC, the Bridges. Peter Kingston now has it, lays out. Mejia making a run but unable to get it, and now taken off the ball from behind. And that's going to be a foul against Al Zimmerman as he took down Declan McGlynn, and a quick restart coming up for Ballard FC. Played into the middle. It's Onodera, who maintains possession, tried to get through three and loses out. And Tesler now pressing the action, but a bad pass gives it right back to Mejia. And now Kingston looks to move, but Colin LeBranch with great recovery, able to knock that one out of play. .1340 gone here in the first half. Kingston now with the move, plays it into the middle, and it's going to be whiffed by McGlynn. And Manny able to clear it out, and now a good tackle by Al Zimmerman wins it, and a break could be on here. It's Fairhurst taken off the ball, good play, and won by the Artesians. Boy, that could have been dangerous, but a miss on the shot. That's all you can say about that.
Yeah, that was a case of the turf monster, right? That ball kind of bounced around more than it probably would on grass, and really ate up Declan McGlynn there. Could not get a shot off, or else, I mean, that was a golden opportunity for them.
Yeah, and you see that so much on turf. It's no wonder the pros don't like playing on turf. But regardless, a good break for the Artesians, as that could have been bad. But it ended up being not bad, and the Artesians weather the storm, and here we go. Ball in play. It's Zimmerman, sneaks past a couple players, plays it off a defender back to himself, and now finally gets it into the feet of Sebastian Navarro. Head coach Jason Smith, I can see it today, playing Manny Nicasio more in a central attacking midfielder role. He's been playing out on the wing the first two games, and I think giving him a little bit more space to move is part of the game plan today.
It's really been interesting over Manny's career with the Artesians where he's played. He started out more as a forward, definitely an offensive player. Moved into defense last season with the Evergreen Premier League team, and then it really has kind of moved around all over the place wherever he's needed. And
the funny thing about that is, though, when the first time we saw him last year play defense, I was scratching my head saying, why is he playing defense? And he's really good.
Yeah, he's done a good job everywhere. Yeah.
So the coaches know more than I do. That's why they're coaching. But it's good to see him get a little bit more creative freedom there in the midfield. Now a quick breakout. It's Baumgart. Plays up for Mejia. Mejia holds it in. Back to Baumgart. Now all the way back to Akili Kasim.
I think that just says a lot about Manny Nicasio. He's willing to try different places depending on what the coach wants him to do. He has had a lot of different coaches over the years as well.
So once again, you can see how absolutely condensed the midfield is here in this game. Not much room to maneuver. Manny peels back, lays it off for Jordan Zimmerman. And now finds Tesler with a little bit of opening here. Kingston pressuring the ball out to LaBranch, gets it up to Fairhurst, splits the D, gets through the double team and finds Navarro. Navarro now with it in the center circle. Plays it out wide and couldn't get it to Fairhurst. But a good job by Manny to break that up, but not good enough as Ballard FC looks to break out. It's going to be a foul called as Fairhurst tracked back and got into the back of, I believe that's Charlie Gaffney, and draws a free kick in the attacking area.
A little bit of a tough call, but maybe a little bit of frustration for Fairhurst, who was frustrated with that pass from Navarro, and then he came back and maybe made a little bit of a frustration foul there when he didn't need to.
So a free kick coming up in the attacking zone. Looks like Nick Ryerson standing over top of it. Line up about the 18. Ball comes in. Looking for a head. Finds one. And it's going to be a foul called against Leo Burney as he climbed over the back of LaBranch, and that goes out of play for a, well, it would have been a goal kick, but it's going to be a free kick coming up on the foul. LaBranch tried to send it long, but it was blocked by Kingston, and now won by Bailey Leatherman. A run by Kingston and a good one. The ball put right on his feet. Oh, called for the offside. I thought it was a good run from my vantage point. AR says no, it's out of bounds or offside, and it's going to be a free kick coming up. But what a great pass right onto the feet of Peter Kingston.
Yeah, that was solid pass for Kingston. He looks dangerous up there.
Mejia with a good tackle. LaBranch thought it was a foul. It wasn't called. McGlynn now has it, and now a long ball played cross field. Is he going to get there? Yes, he is. Now the ball played in and won by the Artesians, and now, Zimmerman couldn't get there in time, and it's won finally by Bailey Leatherman, and restarting the offense is the goalkeeper, Peter Kingston, also a Seattle U player. Played 2 seasons with the Tacoma Defiance. Headed ball won by Calfo. And now Bernie has it for Ballard FC.
Yeah, Kingston's one of those experienced players. I thought we would see more on the Ballard team. They've ended up being more college-based than originally thought. Tyler Bjork, the all-time leading scorer for the Evergreen Premier League, not in the lineup tonight. I really expected him to play big minutes for this team, but they've kind of gone with a younger squad than maybe previously expected.
Baumgart has it, lays off to Kingston. And the ball carelessly played out as Leatherman was looking for Baumgart and just missed him.
Yeah, he just kind of uncorked that one for some reason. He really did not have to strike it as hard as he did, and played it well behind him.
No score here, 20:08 played in the first half. One opportunity each for each team, I think early you could say, but a lot of the ball played around midfield so far in this game. Keely Kasim. Calfo now with it. Crossfield pass to Bernie.
There is somebody watching from the very top of that building behind the one goal, the Ballard goal.
Yeah.
Where I thought we should do the webcast from earlier.
Just excellent vantage points for the residents around here as the ball comes in, headed up by Tesler. Mejia chasing. Tesler flicks it back into the middle, and Zimmerman pulls it down, but loses it, and no foul called. That could have been dangerous. Mejia went down in the box, but it was a 50-50 ball, I think. And now a foul's going to be called on Navarro. And a quick restart tried to go, but Navarro pleading his case with the official, and she wouldn't let him restart quickly.
Navarro and the Artesians are lucky that the official did not allow that quick restart, because Navarro was well out of position. Nobody was really covering, and they got lucky that they stopped play there.
Baumgart looked for an entry pass but couldn't find it. It was cleared out by Al Zimmerman and now played all the way back to Kasim, who's about 40 yards off his line right now. And now a headed ball down, won by Jordan Zimmerman. That could have been dangerous. LeBranch clears it, finds Fairhurst, and Fairhurst trying to get the ball cleared out of the zone and does. Finally, that shot there. That was Leo Burney who had the opportunity, but cleared out by the defense, and now Tessler presses forward for the Artesians. LeBranch, ball played off the legs of Kingston for a throw. Throw in comes to Fairhurst, back to LeBranch. Finally cleared by Zimmerman, that's Al, and he forces the ball all the way back to Perez Martin in the yellow goalie kit tonight. The Well 80 Artesian Brewing goalie kit. Now crossfield pass, looking for a runner, and Fairhurst is there. Right on the edge of the box as Fairhurst plays it across. Ball comes in, headed out. Won back by Navarro and finally held by Kasim. As you could see, Fairhurst was there trying to make something happen on the cross and just couldn't get it down off the head of Navarro.
That is exactly the spot you want Jason Fairhurst. We've seen him over the years be very dangerous sending balls in like that. And so they got exactly what they wanted, just couldn't quite get the header on that cross.
Yeah, both goals against CFC Atletico were scored off of Jason Fairhurst's crosses from that exact location. So, yeah, you can see the danger there. And when he gets open in space, he has the ability to put the ball where he needs it to go. And he did there just then, but just unable to put it in the back of the net. So Ballard once again on the front foot. They go back. It's Burney. Plays over to Calfo. Ball played up. Now Declan McGlynn to the outside. 1-2 ball. It's a beauty. Played across into the middle, and Oniata just slipped and couldn't get the finish to Mejia. And the Artesians come away once again unscathed. Tessler now has it. LeBranch all the way across the field, forces Jordan Zimmerman back, but he wins it and gets it to Marquez.
Teachers just don't seem to be on the same page with some of these longer passes across the field and setting up some dangerous situations for them. Luckily, they've been able to recover on most of them, but
yeah,
you don't want to live dangerously on that back line like that
too
often.
You certainly don't. And Ballard's sending multiple different people forward, so it's hard to track who's actually coming forward. And that might be part of the reason why they're having such difficulty with that. Tessler now all the way to Zimmerman, back to Marquez, and he'll look to reset. LeBranch finds Fairhurst, tried to split the D and lost it. Kingston wins it, taken back off. No, he gets around two people, and he comes away with the ball. Long ball now played up, but Perez Martin in the right spot at the right time, playing off his line, able to smother it.
Yeah, really good positioning from him. He had Charlie Gaffney bearing down on him. Took a step outside the box there for a moment. I was worried, but he did step back and get into the right position and made the play.
So 25 minutes played here, and the Artesians look like they are more than up to the task. Fairhurst now on the far side. He's fouled, and is that in the box? No, that's going to be just outside the box. That was a very cynical challenge there.
And he's laying just outside the box. I'm not exactly sure how that foul is not in the box, considering where it happened.
Yeah, that was probably about as close as one can get to a penalty without getting one is, woof. That was just a really, to be blunt, a boneheaded play by the defender.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now
Now the official coming over to talk to the coach of Ballard FC.
I'm not exactly sure why Jason Farrell gets a private conference with official. He's just telling him to go take a seat.
Well, just trying to maintain control.
Fourth official over there as well.
But boy, what a perfect spot for a free kick if you're the Artesians, as they are just, I mean, the ball is pretty much on the line. And it looks like Al Zimmerman's going to stand over the top of it. And we'll see what we can do here. Tesler up there as well as Marquez. Trying to find a head, or does he go for goal? We'll find out here in a second. Two-man wall with a secondary between them and the goalie. Ball comes in, shot, played off the line by the defender. And the Artesians with an opportunity, but they are unable to get it in there. A good opportunity for sure, but cleared off the line by a good header.
Yeah, that was a beautiful free kick, and got lucky. Ballard did. They got lucky that there was a man there. Keely Kassim may have had it covered as well, but good play.
But that's 2 free kicks in 2 games that have been cleared off the line against the Artesians. So, boy, you really want those to start falling. But, boy, good effort by the boys in white for sure. Tesler now has it. Long ball for Fairhurst. Played out wide by Baumgart, held in by Fairhurst. Fairhurst trips on the turf and loses the ball out to Baumgart and into the feet of Calfo. Long ball for Mejia. Chested down by Mejia, headed up by Manny. And Gaffney went and taken off the ball by Isidro, no call. And now here comes Navarro. Navarro with room. Navarro with the long shot goes just over. I thought that was going to dip down, but it didn't.
It looked like it might take a little dip, and you can, from our vantage point, shoved over here by Ballard FC. That was a beautiful look at how the defense just kind of opened up for Sebastian Navarro. He could have taken a little bit more room too. It looked like.
Yeah, and I think even Kassim was a little scared there at the end because he jumped up. I think he had it covered the whole way, but boy, making the goalie think, that's what you got to do. Now a long ball for Kingston with LeBranch chasing. Tesler, ball played off of LeBranch, and that's going to be a foul now on Kingston as he took Tesler down in the box. Boy, that was close to being a handball.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's say it quietly, but that ball got his hand, and it was not tucked.
No, that was
I mean,
dangerous.
it was incidental. Like it was not on purpose by any means, but we've seen calls go against worse plays, that's for sure.
But then you always go to the debate of hand versus ball or ball versus hand, or ball to hand, hand to ball. But I mean, either way, that was dangerous.
Yeah, yep.
And another foul call now against Ballard FC as the natives are getting a little restless on the far side with the play, seeing that the Artesians are being very aggressive and forcing some mistakes by Ballard FC. As we approach 30 minutes played here. Oh, we are over 30 minutes played. It's been a pretty entertaining game so far. Opportunities on both ends for both teams. But the Artesians hanging tough in this intrastate matchup between Ballard and Olympia. Calfo now with it in the middle. Plays it wide to Bernie. Looks for some runners. Nobody's going, and now Mejia goes. Headed on to Kingston. A beautiful job by Mejia. And now Kingston plays it into the middle. Tesler there to head it out. And won by Fairhurst. Looks for runners. Finds Gil de la Luz on the far side. And now a Ball played up for Isidro, but he was unable to get there, and it's going to go out of play for a throw-in.
LaBranch had to kind of drift over in the middle there, and boy, for a second there, I thought we had lost our right back completely. I didn't know where he was.
What a
Kingston
beautiful,
had a nice little run there, but I couldn't do anything with it. Good recovery by LaBranch.
what a beautiful header by Mejia just to find him in stride. But the Artesians come away with it now. Navarro double team, plays it out to Manny. Manny with it, plays it up into the middle. Finds Al, gets to his brother Jordan. And now he plays it all the way back for Tesler with Mejia chasing, and now LaBranch with a little bit of space. Make that Kingston chasing. Now Mejia's chasing Tesler as that ball's played in the middle. Isidro looking to run, but he couldn't get there ahead of Calfo. And the ball's played back to Akili Kasim.
Ooh.
And now a bad giveaway. This could be something. The Artesians shot right into the hands of Akili Kasim. Isidro Prado Huerta maybe rushed it a bit, but boy, a bad giveaway that could have been disaster for Ballard FC.
Yeah, that shot directly at Kasim. He had the entire goal except for that middle spot, and he ended up accidentally going right down the middle straight to Kasim. Bad luck there for Isidro Prado Huerta.
And now another long ball run. It seems that Ballard has resorted to just the long runs right now, not able to build anything from the midfield. And I don't know if that's the defense frustrating them or something they think they can exploit.
Well, I think they've had a little bit of success with this so far, so I expect maybe to see more of the same.
And now a long ball played up. Mejia tries to get there, but Dante Perez Martin, strong in the air, pulls it out.
I know he gave a little handshake to Mejia, but that off arm really did swing around pretty wildly at the face of Dante Perez Martin.
And now a foul's going to be called against Navarro, and it's going to be a yellow card as he's called for the foul against Bailey Leatherman.
I was going to say Navarro, I think, accepted it, but then she got his attention, gave him the yellow, and now he doesn't like it.
Well, I don't think he was expecting a yellow. I think he knew it was a foul, but I think the official trying to kind of clean it up early, and an early yellow to Sebastian Navarro at minute 34 of the first half. So free kick coming up now. Baumgart standing over it. Artesians setting up their line on the 18. Long ball played up, headed off of Zimmerman, but he couldn't get up high enough, and it's headed behind him for a corner kick, the first corner of the game for Ballard FC. So unable to clear it and giving another opportunity in the attacking zone, and it's going to be Declan McGlynn standing over it with Charlie Gaffney on the keeper. Ball played out wide. Shot comes in, and it's going to go wide, and it's going to be a goal kick. Just the effort slicing away. I think Dante had it covered the whole way, but dangerous nevertheless.
Interesting on that defensive play. You saw Dante Perez Martin having to deal with number 12 right in front of him. That was Charlie Gaffney. Really no defender around Gaffney. It just Perez Martin having to push him out of the way, and it really kind of distracted him.
Yeah.
And he looked a little shaky. Luckily, that ball went wide and didn't challenge him in the long run.
And now Calfo over the top of Navarro is going to get called for the foul. Now Navarro holding his head. Looks to be okay. I don't think Sebastian's turning into a fan favorite up here at Ballard, but he's definitely a fan favorite for the Artesians because he's got the passion that you want in a soccer player and the skill to back it up as well. So free kick, everybody in the attacking zone right now except for Dante Perez Martin. And Zimmerman launches one towards the goal. Kasim comes out, gets it, rises up, and grabs it out of midair.
And foul was called on the Artesians as well.
About 9 minutes away from halftime. We'll have a little bit of stoppage time because of the ball deflate gates, if you will. But before that, we've got time to keep going. Into the middle now. Calfo has it. McGlynn now on the near side. Plays a long ball. Cleared off by Tesler. Now held in by Gaffney. And now Kingston looks to do something. Kingston with Baumgart on the overlap. Plays it wide. Nobody there. Mejia still chasing. But it's going to get shepherded out of play by Jordan Zimmerman. Out for a throw-in. So once again, the Artesians able to weather another run by this Ballard FC team. And they get the throw in on the far sideline. Just a wonderful crowd today out here at Ballard. No rain.
Watch your mouth.
It is Memorial Day in Washington, so who knows?
There's one giant black cloud over us that so far has not
I'm
done
tempting
anything.
fate. I'm
Yes,
tempting
so
fate.
watch yourself.
But a foul given up on the far side then, and now another free kick coming up. This time, looks like Leatherman standing over it. Lots of hand fighting here right in front of us. You can see it from our perspective of the defenders and the offensive players just battling for position before the ball's even kicked. It's fascinating to watch. Leatherman, hand up. Ball comes in. It's a long ball over everybody, headed off the backside of LaBranche, held in by Baumgart, and then cleared out back into the feet of Leatherman. Kingston now finds Baumgart. Ball crossed off the leg of LaBranche, and that's going to go out for a corner kick as well.
You talk about off the ball things. Leo Burney basically holds back either LaBranche or Ferris. I can't tell which one, and then he acts like he's aggrieved, the aggrieved party.
Right. Kingston, quick start, played into the middle, headed out by Al Zimmerman. Mejia just missed it. Shot now comes in, and it's a goal. Declan McGlynn out of nowhere puts it in the back of the net, beating Dante Perez Martin far side off the headed clearance by Al Zimmerman.
Yeah, just a really nice shot by Declan McGlynn. Beat Perez Martin, who I honestly don't know if he saw the shot originally. There were a lot of bodies in front of him, and didn't really get up to make the save, unfortunately. And
well, the tough part was it looked almost like a cross.
Yeah.
And it just went into the back of the net. So unfortunately, the Artesians find themselves down once again 1-0 as we hit 40 minutes here gone in the first half. A well-played first half, and once again finding themselves on the backside of the scoreboard. So just a tough break. They've played well, but find themselves trailing 1-0 now. Work to do. Here comes LaBranche now playing up to Navarro, loses the ball out, comes back and wins it. Navarro now holds it in, plays in the middle, long ball cross outside looking for Gill and finds him. Gill with space, plays it into the middle, beats his man, gets around to the outside, cuts it back to the middle, still has it but loses out. Long clearance headed down by 3 Artesians. Mejia seems content to just chase the ball in the attacking area. Ball played back to Perez Martin. Zimmerman, now Declan McGlynn chasing. Played out to Tesler. Manny has it now Slide tackle by Oniata went nowhere. Now played back to Perez Martin, who's forced to Navarro, who has to play it outside wide to Marquez.
Ballard now feeling it. They're really pushing high.
It took about 20 passes to get past the midfield line. Ballard just making them work right now. Tesler with a long ball finds a streaking Fairhurst on the run. Fairhurst gets there, heads it back into the middle. Cross comes in, held in by Prado Huerta. Shot comes in, and once again, right into the belly of Akili Kasim. But Isidro Prado Huerta finding himself able to make a shot again.
That was a pretty tough shot. He really did well to get anything on it, really. He had to take it up high. Bouncing ball. Did good to at least test Kasim.
Flick on by Navarro, headed up by McGlynn, and then cleared out by the Ballard FC. And now Mejia looks to run. Tried to find Leatherman. Couldn't. Shot comes in now by Oniata, and it goes right into the arms of Dante Perez Martinez.
You're seeing now 3 guys up front for Ballard chasing all these these balls. And that time Tesler was caught way out of position.
And now a crossfield pass to Fairhurst. He's free again, plays it into the middle, broken up by Leatherman, and now he blasts the ball downfield. Mejia with the foul on Tesler. That was a very obvious foul, as he's pointing at the ball, asking the ball why he got a foul called on him.
Ball don't lie.
No.
I'm not exactly sure what he was complaining about. That was a clear foul.
Yeah. Yeah, you won the header, but you pushed him in the back to do it.
Right.
So you gotta call the foul there.
It's kind of like my complaint to you about how often you see the guy absolutely wipe somebody out, but he got a piece of the ball.
And that's all that matters.
It's all that matters. It's not a foul if you get a piece of the ball, no matter how hard you hit him.
Yep. So the long ball cleared up, won finally by Isidro Prado Huerta. Finds Manny Nicasio, flicks on. Jordan Zimmerman now playing up front, gets it to his brother Al. Al with the shot now, and that goes right into the hands of Kasim. The Artesians getting their shots off, just not able to get it past the keeper right now. And, boy, the opportunities are there.
Yeah, moments after that goal, it looked a little rough. It looked a little disjointed. I thought, wasn't sure how they were going to respond, but nice couple of shots here after a couple of minutes and testing the keeper at this point. See how that plays out towards the end of this half and going forward.
Now a long ball by Baumgart. Goes nowhere but to Jordan Zimmerman. But it's held in, and now Gaffney comes away with it. But it's cleared out by Marquez. Heavy pressure, and now it's won by McGlynn. McGlynn tried to feed it to Mejia. Couldn't. Oniata wins it back, though. And now Bailey Leatherman looks for somebody. And he just scuffs that ball out of play. Looking for Kingston, but finding nothing but the side. Now LeBranch. Long throw, headed up by Calfo. Won by Navarro, but a foul is going to be called on the build-up, and it's going to be a free kick for the Ballard FC.
I believe he said 2 minutes of extra time.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Baumgart standing over it again.
Two minutes of extra time being eaten up all right here.
Ball played backwards to Leo Burney. Burney back to the middle to Calfo, and now on the near side finds Baumgart. Baumgart plays back, Calfo. Ballard seems content to let the first half wind down in possession. Although Mejia is screaming for the ball. Played down the line for Kingston. Kingston tries to get around LeBranch and can't. Still in play. Everybody stopped. But it's going to be played up for Tessler, and he's going to play it right into us and into our tent and out of play for a throw. And Kingston kicks it back there for Baumgart, and he's going to make the throw. And he's going to play all the way back to Calfo. Got a little scared there for a second. Tessler could have kicked that a lot harder. Baumgart played into the middle. Oniata with Zimmerman on him. Zimmerman with the good tackle. Bad pass by Oniata. And now the ball is going to go into the middle. And the referee blows the whistle, and that's going to do it for the first half. An entertaining first half, to say the least, but the Artesians find themselves in a 1-goal deficit thanks to a wonderful goal by Declan McGlynn. And that is where we stand here as we go into the break. Well played by both teams in the first half. And we'll be back to recap the first half in a little bit. But right now we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Oly Town Broadcast Network. We'll be back with the second half of action after a short break. Welcome back to the Inner Bay Sports Complex here in Ballard, Washington, as the Artesians find themselves down 1-0 at halftime to Ballard FC after a golazo by Declan McGlynn late in the first half, and that's the difference in the game. The Artesians had plenty of opportunities themselves, but just unable to beat the keeper, Akili Kasim, as he was able to make 3 good saves in the first half. So, thoughts on the first half, Brandon? It looked like the Artesians definitely up for the moment, but just unable to beat the keeper.
Yeah, I thought it was a well-played first half. You definitely could see that the Artesians were keeping up with Ballard FC, a team that scored 5 goals in their first game against Lane United, and we kind of expected to be high-powered. But really, they kept the game, quite a bit of the game was played just 10 yards off of midfield on both sides. And eventually, Ballard decided to start bombing it up. And it really did end up testing that back line for the Artesians, but that also opened up a lot of opportunities going the other way for Oly Town. And we saw a couple of shots. Isidro Prado Huerta had 2 shots that went directly at the keeper, Kasim, or else we could be in a different position here. I thought the response after that goal was very good by the Artesians. For a minute there, they looked a little bit lost, a little concerning that the back line was a little rattled, but real quickly, they bombed it up towards goal and got a couple of opportunities. And we'll see how they build upon this heading into the second half. I expect a fun second half of play here.
Yeah, and we'll see what kind of changes, if any, are going to be made here in the second half. Nothing so far. No substitutions by either team. So each team still with 3 substitution windows to choose from. In the USL, you can sub 7 times. And I also found out from the officials on Friday night that if you've made all 7 of your subs but you have a head injury, you can have a re-entry.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah. but put in by the second half substitute, number 23, Galliano. So a save, an initial save off the line, but it went right into the feet of Galliano. And Perez Martin was on the ground after making the save, and he's able to put it into the open net, and the Artesians now find themselves down 2-0 early here in the second half.
Yep, Kevin Galliano, who scored a goal on their opener, makes it 2-0. Tough break for the Artesians. And got some work to do now.
We'll see if they're up to the task. But, boy, Ballard coming out strong here in the second half. And a foul's going to be called against Isidro Prado Huerta as he was over the back of Bailey Leatherman.
Yeah, Ballard has really come out strong, pushing forward. Really have not seen this half of the field a whole lot.
Galliano, the goal scorer, chests it down, plays it up, but held in by the Artesians. And a foul's going to be called on Manny now, and that's going to be a yellow card on Manny. And that's, I think, a bad injury there, potentially, for the player for Ballard FC.
Manny didn't exactly get off easy for that either.
No, and he did get a yellow card for his efforts as well.
A little banged up. Oh, and he's fine.
Oh, looks like he's okay. So Nicasio picks up the second yellow card of the afternoon for the Artesians. And number 19, Cameron Martin, also just in the game. He's the one injured on the play. He's on the sidelines took a little knock to the knee. We'll see how he feels after he gets back on the pitch. So Leatherman and Calfo standing over the ball right now. It's going to be a free kick for Ballard from just on the other side of the center circle. Leatherman directing traffic, plays it back to Bernie. Bernie now up to the goal scorer Galliano, and it flicks out wide to Ryerson. Ball headed up, headed down, and in. No, it's going to be a foul. Mejia climbing all over the back of the defender. That was LeBranch who got climbed over by Mejia. So the Artesians dodge one there. And that was the right call. The official right on top of it. And now a long ball up for Isidro. It's going to be shepherded out by Bernie, played back. Calfo forces the ball out of play. And the Artesians moving up.
Was 100% the right call, but right now it feels like we're playing without a defender. It feels like they have a lot of space down this right side to send that ball in. It was way too easy to deliver that ball.
Well, and I think that the emphasis has been to push everything to the far side. And now the ball taken away there by Kingston. Flicked on by Leatherman, out to Kingston again, who made a run on the left side. Cuts it back to the middle, lays it off for Martin. Played up, it's Mejia. Mejia with Marquez shuffling the ball out of play. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And Jose Marquez coming up strong there defensively and forcing the turnover there. Jordan Zimmerman with the ball now on the near side. Into the middle, it's Tessler. Tessler plays up to the middle, finds Navarro. Played off the leg of Kingston. It's going to go out of play over the touchline for a throw-in. And now another giveaway, and here comes McGlynn. Declan McGlynn plays it wide, gets it into the feet, and a goal. Oh, my goodness. It's Kevin Galliano again. They beat the defense and beat the keeper. And it has been merciless here in the second half as the Artesians now trail by 3. It's 3-0. As the exact definition of an impact sub, Kevin Giuliano with 2 goals in the second half has extended the lead out to 3.
Again, it just feels like we're getting caught wildly out of position. You're seeing Sam Tessler, the center back, had to be so far out of position that there was left nobody in the middle at all, and they found Galliano, run right into space, finish that, and boy, the Artesians have got to get organized in the back or else this is going to get a lot worse.
Yeah, and they just had a team huddle there before the restart here, and you could see Jordan Zimmerman imploring his teammates for more, and their backs are up against the wall now. Just relentless pressure right now by Ballard. Ball won back by the Ballard FC, and now Mejia on the far side. Gets around Tessler but plays it out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Artesians. But yeah, you're right earlier when you said there's been no action on this side of the field so far in the second half. Ball headed up and out of play off the head of Baumgart. It's going to be a throw-in now for the Artesians. Long ball played up for Navarro, won by Calfo. Zimmerman with the header, but cleared by Bernie. And a foul is going to be called on that one. That's Gil De La Luz with the foul. We got a couple Artesians warming up here. Craig Johnson, Tony Andoyan warming up on the sidelines for Oly Town FC. Expect to see them in the game shortly. De La Luz with the heavy pressure, almost forcing the turnover, but able to recover was Bailey Leatherman. And Ballard now trying to move forward up on the far sideline. They do. They get it to Mejia, who finds a streaking Kingston. Kingston plays it across, and he's bodied off the ball, but it's going to be a corner kick. Colin LeBranch wondering where the help was on the far side as the ball goes out for a corner kick. Now Galliano shoots, headed up and out by Tessler. One back by Al Zimmerman now, and he looks to run with McGlynn pulling him back, and McGlynn's going to pick up the first yellow card of the afternoon for Ballard. And the official still wanting a word with him.
Cynical but smart.
Yeah.
Got your yellows, you might as well use them.
Yeah. But an extended lecture from the official on this one, so don't know what happened, but she's been in control of this match from the get-go, and the players seem to absolutely respect what she says. So that's a good thing to see. Now into the game, aforementioned Tony Andoyan and Craig Johnson coming out, Sebastian Navarro and Isidro Prado Huerta. So free kick coming up. It's Tony Andoyan streaking, tries to win it, goes down. And Bernie trying to mean mug on Tony Andoyan, who just got into the game.
He definitely gave him the mean mug. I'm not exactly sure why he was so mad at Ndoyen. Ndoyen did fine. He was mad at.
He wanted a foul.
He wanted
called.
the foul, but
there was
nothing.
Minimal contact.
Right. Yeah.
So, mean mugging done by Bernie, and it's going to be a goal kick for Akili Hassim. Won by Ndoyen. Johnson now. And that looked, yeah, I was going to say, it looked like he gave him a little elbow in the back of the head on the header. So we'll have to keep an eye on this matchup because apparently they don't like each other so much after 10
not
seconds.
Right now, yeah.
So Zimmerman now with the free kick coming up. Action right in front of us here. Everybody on the 18. Hand up, ball goes. It's going to be a long ball. Play to the far side, and it's spilled outside by the keeper. It looked to me like Sam Tessler got kind of ridden down pretty hard, but no foul called. And the Artesians win the ball back. It's Manny at the far back side. You see Max Hauser warming up as well for the Artesians. Long ball played up for Fairhurst, goes over his head and out of play for a throw-in. The Artesians just look a little shell-shocked right now.
They definitely do. The pressure has been very strong on them here in the second half, and trying to just weather this storm right now, it seems like.
And now a ball splayed out to the side, and Ryerson there plays a long ball looking for somebody, but it's going to go out of play for a corner. Oh, no, the official calls it a goal kick. Boy, I thought that was a corner, but the official was right there. She calls it a goal kick and a quick restart by Perez Martin.
A lot of people thought that was a lot of different things, it seems like.
Yeah, which means she probably made the right call. And Doyen plays it back, and now Zimmerman plays it all the way back to Marquez, and now looking to restart on the far sideline. It's won there by Calfo. Calfo finds Leatherman, gets it to Galliano, plays it out wide. Ryerson on the wing. Now played back to Akili Kassim, pressured by De La Luz. Ball ends up at the feet of Bernie, and he's going to move forward. Nick Ryerson with it. Good display of footwork there by Ryerson. Crowd liked it for sure. Galliano with the long through ball, but only into the hands of Dante Perez Martin. McGlynn now with the long ball, cleared out by Tessler, headed up and out by Zimmerman, now won by Ndoyen, and he gets around his man and looks to go. Ball played across field looking for Fairhurst, but only found Baumgartner, and now a foul by Ndoyen as Baumgart went down, and it's going to be a free kick for Ballard. Quick restart. Bernie with it. Gives it away, and Jordan Zimmerman looks to run, but nobody's with him. He finds his brother Al. Al with it. Plays it to Ndoyen. Ndoyen, double team, tries to get past somebody, and he can't. It's won by Galliano, who's been pretty much everywhere in the second half. But he plays the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in now for the Artesians.
Yeah, he's been a difference maker so far in the second half for sure.
And now a foul against Al Zimmerman, and it's going to be a free kick for the Artesians.
See if they can get something going here with this free kick. Really have not threatened it all here in the second half, bringing everybody except for Manny Nicasio forward.
Ball comes in, headed down by the Artesians, headed to Tesler, who gets hit in the head.
Yeah, he took a shot.
And that's going to be, I don't know what the call is, but Tesler down in a heap. And from my vantage point, that should have been a penalty.
Yep, I totally agree. It was in traffic. Kasim got his hands out there, arms out there wildly, and really just took him out. Not necessarily on purpose, but definitely a foul. Should have been a penalty if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know how that can go any other way, but the official didn't deem it a foul.
I guess you're saying 50-50 ball, both of them going forward at the same time.
Yeah, but
Not
contact
really.
To the head is contact to the head, and that's
Yeah.
a foul. It doesn't matter where it happens on the pitch.
It just seemed a little bit wild from Kasim to just be simple contact.
But nevertheless, no foul called, no penalty given, and it's going to be a restart by Akili Kasim. And now Peter Kingston on the far side has it. Plays it off the outside of his boot to Reyes, or Mahia, excuse me. But it's cleared out by the Artesians defense.
Boy, and they just moved the ball up the field about as quick as you possibly can on that. No.
About 10 seconds to
Right.
go from one end to the other. So there's McGlynn with the ball again, loses it to LeBranch. LeBranch now looking to clear it out. It's blocked back by McGlynn and goes out of play for a goal kick. So unfortunate break there for the Artesians. It looked like there should have been a penalty called, wasn't done. They still find themselves trailing by 3 goals here. 2 quick goals off the restart of the second half by Kevin Galliano from Northern Illinois University. And he has really separated the field here in this game. Now it's Tony Andoyan. Jordan Zimmerman plays up from the wing-back position. It's Craig Johnson now. The loot plays down for Andoyan. Cleared up and out off the body of Andoyan, and it's going to be a throw-in for Ballard FC. Ryerson tried to find Mejia but couldn't. Played in off the legs of Galli. Oh, wow, I thought Galliano cleared that one out. I guess I was wrong. It's going to be a throw-in for Ballard.
Goodness gracious.
I just looked up and saw a guy literally sitting off the edge of the building over behind the goal. That looks a little bit too much for me, but
He's got to be behind the railing, right?
no, his feet are on the outside of the building.
Oh, my.
And if I see somebody fall, I'm going to scream. So, so anyway, restart coming up. It's Bernie. Gets it to Ryerson. De La Luz on him. Forces to the outside. Plays it back into the middle. Finds Galliano wide open. Plays it outside. It's Martin. Martin plays it in. It's blocked by De La Luz. Goes up and out for a corner. And the pressure just continuing right now for Ballard FC. My man looks content to be hanging out up there on the roof of the building, though. Yikes.
I mean, I would assume he's done this before.
I would hope so. Corner kick, McGlynn. Nice curler, but right into the hands of Dante Perez Martin. And a quick throw out, but it's given away right back. It's Baumgart who tried to get it into the middle but loses out, and now Tony Andoyan looks to run. Andoyan bodied off the ball, still has it. Coming down the middle. Cuts it into the middle. He's clipped from behind, and a yellow card coming against number 19, Martin. as he wanted that one. I mean, he was fouling him the whole way down the field. I think he wanted a yellow card. But whatever he did, he stopped the progress. But a free kick coming up now. Al Zimmerman once again standing over it as the Artesians look to make something happen from this one. Cameron Martin, the second half substitute, picks up the yellow. So 2 yellows apiece, two for each team. Zimmerman standing over it with the left foot. Hand up, ball in, far side, headed back and in, cleared out by Ballard FC. Fairhurst tries to win it, but McGlynn comes away with it. Double team coming. McGlynn was pulled, and a foul is going to be called against the Artesian midfielder. Now a quick restart. It's Galliano again, and my goodness, he's open again. Galliano shoots, and he shoots it just wide. Pressured from the backside by Jordan Zimmerman. And that made the difference there. So now a new substitution coming in. Coming into the game is going to be number 3, Moko Anyae from Lesotho. And he enters the game now and replaces Declan McGlynn, who scored the first goal of the night for Ballard FC. So restart comes back. It's won by Leatherman. Leatherman has it, plays it outside to Moko. Won by Manny in the defensive end. Played out by Perez Martin, and now cleared up to Al Zimmerman, who makes a turn. Plays that back to Manny. Finds Jose Marquez. And now Jordan Zimmerman. '72nd minute of action here from Interbay Stadium. 3-0 the score. Once again, I'm John McGlamery, joined by Oly Town legend Brandon Sparks.
John, I'm sorry. I'm very distracted by this man on the roof.
He's really freaking me out too. So, ball played up. Perez Martin headed on by Zimmerman, flicked up but not good enough, and cleared out by Calfo. Headed up by Kingston, and then won back by the Artesians, but cleared only to midfield where Ryerson picks it up. Cameron Martin splits the defense. Gets around, plays it out to Ryerson. Ryerson with the cross. Punched up off the bar. He had Perez Martin beaten, and that ball went just off the crossbar. And it's going to go, and a foul is going to be called there.
I really looked like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? It just,
oh, my gosh.
I thought it had gone well out, but somehow it curled back in and got the bar.
Nicasio now gets around a man. Fairhurst plays it up. Got the ball back to himself. Taken off the ball nicely by Leatherman, but won back by Fairhurst. Now Ndoyen with time. The Artesians, running themselves out of real estate by going to the sideline with 3 people there. Forced the ball back to the middle. Played out wide to LeBranch. LeBranch with the low liner goes all the way back to him off the deflection. Now Al Zimmerman flicks it up, finds Gill. Gill in the box, lays it off. Goal played, saved by Kasim. Oh, what a shot by Craig Johnson. And an even better save by Akili Kasim, who sprawled out to stop that one from going in.
A beautiful little layoff by Gilbert De La Luz. Found the streaking Johnson, and defender right there with him did a good job to break it up as much as he could, bother him as much as he could. But yeah, great save by Kasim as well.
Wow, just to make that reaction save from that small of a distance is something incredible, and a good run of play there by the Artesians. Corner kick, corner comes in, headed out by the defense, flicked up, chested down by Ryerson, and then cleared out to no man's land, and Moko looks to chase it, but it's going to be won by Manny, who flicks it straight up into the air, headed by Moko and Yare. And a foul is going to be called against Galliano, and the Artesians get another free kick. Jordan Zimmerman near sideline. Galliano on him. Ball played into Johnson. Johnson lays it out. Oh, but Gill didn't move. It's going to be cleared out of play, but a throw-in coming up for the Artesians. 2 substitutions now coming in for Oly Town. Trevor Thompson's going to make his way in, as well as Ben Wilkinson. Our first look at Ben Wilkinson this season. Fairhurst and De La Luz coming out for the Artesians. Throw headed out by Leatherman. So just advancing the ball up are the Artesians. And Doyen flicks it on. Thompson chasing, cleared out by by Ballard, flicked up but held in by Marquez. And Jordan Zimmerman now maintains control, but gives it right back. Oh my goodness. Mejia flicks on Kingston. Galliano cuts to the middle. Galliano still has it. Plays it out wide to Moko. Cuts into the middle himself, plays it out wide, and now Baumgart says slow it down. Ball goes out of play for a throw-in. The Artesians with possession. Al Zimmerman plays back to LeBranch. Mejia now has it, plays it back to Moko, and now the Ballard FC looking to do something now offensively. Bernie. Still Bernie with it, no pressure. Finds Galliano, down on the right wing is Ryerson. Ryerson with the cross, comes out, headed down. Mejia, nobody on him. I think he thought there was somebody there. Got the head to it, goes out of play. And it's going to be a goal kick as more substitutions coming in now. This time 2 for Ballard. Number 29, Demetrius Kagea, comes in for Peter Kingston, who put in a good shift today.
Number 27, James Morris, the other sub. And I didn't see who came off. I think it actually is going to be Mejia.
Yeah, Mejia came off.
His last action was that missed header. Boy, he was wide open too. Just absolutely blown defensive assignment there.
I have to think that he thought there was somebody right on him, because he could have stayed on the ground probably and headed that one in.
Just didn't realize where he was in the field maybe.
So get the ball back over to midfield. Throw in on the far side for Ballard. As the crowd chants back to the suburbs to the Olympia team. I think we're a little far away to be considered the suburbs of Seattle, but I digress. They're trying. So 3-0 the score. 79th minute of action here. Ball stolen away by Andoyan and taken off the ball cleanly by Galliano. He has been exceptional tonight in only 35 minutes of play. Now a ball played through, looking for Morris, but Morris unable to get there. Tesler clears it out, but he's forced the ball forced out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw in deep in the attacking zone for Ballard.
Right in front of the bridge end, supporters group for Ballard FC.
Poor throw, won by the Artesians, but given right back. And then given away back to the Artesians. Double team coming on Zimmerman. Clears it out to LeBranch and now Andoyan. Cross all the way across field to Jordan Zimmerman with room to move. Nicasio cuts it into the middle. Finds Andoyan. Andoyan in the middle, flicks it up, finds Wilkinson. Wilkinson with the shot just off the tip of his boot. Unable to get any power on the volley. And Kasim sprawls to the ground to make the save.
Bit of theatrics on that save.
Yes.
Not really necessary to go quite that hard, but he did make the save.
Indeed. Now, Bernie outside to Martin. Johnson with some pressure. Plays it back to Kasim. Heavy pressure. Kasim falls as he clears it. Header won by Marquez. And they just called a foul on the keeper slipping. My goodness. My goodness. Tesler chasing with Morris chasing him. One back by the Artesians, held in. Now won by Ballard, back to Galliano, who loses it. But once again held in by Ballard, and now Baumgart into the middle. LeBranch unable to get it, and it's going to go out of play for actually an offside call is going to be made. So offside the call, 82 minutes played, 3-0 is the score. Artesians finding themselves in a big hole again. Still have some time, see if they can crawl one back, as the third substitution is going to be made here by Ballard FC. Coming off is going to be Zane Baumgart, and coming into the game is going to be number, I'm going to want to say it's Lucas
18,
King.
Yep, Lucas King.
Number 18.
He's really the only one left other than the goalkeeper.
Yep. So Ballard's used up their allotment of substitutions, and Oly Town looks to make one more potentially here. Ball played out off the head of Calfo, who did a good job of trying to say he didn't do it. And now a yellow card is going to be shown to Moko and Yanye. No, actually, no, excuse me. That's Demetrius Kagea who got the yellow card. I don't know what for. Time wasting, maybe?
Suppose, yeah.
Now the ball headed out, and Demetrius able to clear it. Perez Martin out to get it. Heavy pressure, but able to clear it out to Tesler. Marquez looking for a run, finds one. It's Wilkinson, but he can't get there, and Kasim's just going to play it out wide. Johnson chasing, he's going to pick it up and slow things down once again. And Doyen putting the pressure on. Calfo clears it up and is able to clear the pressure. One back by Thompson, though, and it's going to be a foul against Andoyan. It was actually LeBranch who won it. I didn't see the foul.
It was off of the ball, behind the play. Not exactly sure why he tangled up with him at all. The ball was past the two players and it really did not matter to make that play.
Long clearance by Bernie goes out of play deep in the Artesians area. And a throw in all the way back to Dante Perez Martin. Jordan Zimmerman now with it. Plays it back. Clipped up, held in by Leatherman. Header won by Tesler. Second header won by Andoyan. Flick back, and now Zimmerman looks to run. Flicks it on, finds Andoyan. Andoyan finds the run of Craig Johnson, lets it go. It's Thompson on the near side. Thompson plays it in. Jordan Zimmerman gets it into the box, back to Trevor Thompson. Thompson flicks up. Craig Johnson can't get there, headed out by Calfo as he goes down. One back by the Artesians. Trevor Thompson. Another ball played in deep. Calfo heads it up, and that's going to go out of play for a corner kick. So a little bit of pressure here by the Artesians. Trevor Thompson lays it off as Zimmerman comes over for the throw.
Yeah, it'd be nice to finish strong here, get something positive heading into next week.
Yeah, next week the Artesians travel down the road to Eugene, and they take on Lane United at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Ball headed out by Moko. Thompson goes down behind it, but Manny maintains possession, flicks it up, looks for a header. LeBranch was there, but Kasim got there first. So a good ball by Manny, but Kasim able to get out and grab it. He's telling everybody to move up. Galliano heads it down to Moko. Moko, one of two players from Lesotho on the team for Ballard. Two-time NAIA honorable mention All-American. So good resume for him. Flicked up by Ryerson into no man's land, and it's going to be won by Marquez, who plays up. And Doyen to Tesler. Now out wide to LeBranch in space. Thompson looks to run. He tries to get there, but Bernie there to clear it into the legs of Leatherman, and now on the far side it's King. And pressure there forces a bad pass out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in in the attacking area. Andoyan. Wilkinson back to Andoyan. Andoyan plays it across. Tesler was there. The cross missed him. It's going to be headed out by Calfo to Johnson. Johnson unable to control it, but it's going to be kicked out for a throw.
A bit of a surprising run from Tesler up the middle. Nobody tracked him. Unfortunately, just couldn't deliver it to him.
LeBranch now on the far side. Andoyan cuts it to the middle, plays it back. It's Zimmerman. Al plays it to Manny. It's going to be stepped up and taken by Galliano. And now here comes Demetrius, lays it off. And now in space, it's the goal scorer Galliano. Chips it, saved by Dante Perez Martin, who almost spilled it but was able to maintain control and stops another one from going in. Nicasio now plays it wide to LeBranch. 90th minute of action here from Interbay Stadium. 3-0 is the score. And now another bad giveaway, and Ryerson finds Galliano. Craig Johnson chasing. Bernie plays back to Kasim, who plays it out wide as Bernie chases and gets there. Flicks it up. And then played out of bounds. It's going to be an Oly Town throw. As Ryerson let it go. They're too far forward, though. You got to go back. So 2 minutes of stoppage time on the cards for today's game. Headed on by Andoyan. Looking for Wilkinson, but it's going to be kicked up and out. And no, we're not going to. Oh, no, it's in the nature preserve. We might have another issue with ball, but I guess not. There's one more
now
coming
too
in.
many balls, actually.
Now too many. Ball played up for Johnson. It's going to be won by Calfo as he clears it all the way out to Tesler. Tesler loses it but plays back to Martin, Perez Martin, who does a long clearance, looking for Wilkinson. Calfo there instead. It's going to be a foul as Manny went up for the header and got climbed over. Ndoyan to Zimmerman, back to Tony. Shielded off the ball is Nicasio. Nicasio now has it. Nicasio lays it off for Johnson. Played out wide. Here's Jordan Zimmerman. Zimmerman flicks it up, back post. Oh, nobody can get there. And it goes out of play for a goal kick.
Just far too much on that. Really thought we had something going there, but just connected too much, and unfortunately that's kind of just how the day has been for the Artesians.
Yeah, just a tough day all around for Oly Town. They looked so good in the first half, and I think giving away a goal late just rattled them a little bit again, and couldn't recover. And they're going to fall today to 0-3 on the season, losing to Ballard FC right now 3-0 as we approach the end of the game here. Again, don't forget, next Saturday we'll be bringing you the action from the Civic Park in Eugene, Oregon. 3 blocks from my old house there. So I get to go return to my old stomping grounds and get to call the Artesians next Saturday. But as the whistle blows tonight, it's a 3-0 defeat for Oly Town as they were valiant in the first half and just outclassed in the second half by a Ballard FC team that looks to be really dangerous in the Northwest Division of the USL 2 this season.
Yeah, it's a good team. I mean, you can see how deep they are. They brought Galliano off of the bench. They've got a bunch of guys on their extended roster who really could contribute in the long run as well. And yeah, it's a solid team. I mean, they're going to be one of the better teams in this division, and we're just going to chase, improve, and hopefully can get up to their level soon.
Yeah, and I think the Artesians showed again in the first half that they're more than up to the challenge of playing against a higher caliber team. They played well. They made their chances. They just couldn't finish. But it was the 10-minute spurt there at the beginning of the second half that kind of changed everything as Kevin Galliano came on and scored 2 quick goals. And, we're actually live now showing our guy on the roof. Yeah, just scary, and I don't know what he's doing. But
well, I'd assume he knows what he's doing. He lives in that building, I would guess.
yeah.
So I'm sure he's done it before.
But anyway, to be sidetracked by a man on the ledge is great. But, just another tough game. And we're going to, hope to improve. Again, that's the entire purpose of the league is to improve and progress. So we will take a quick break. We're going to bring you an interview from coach or player coming up and recap the game. We'll take a quick break here on the Oly Town Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to Interbay Stadium. I'm joined now by assistant coach Nate Boatwright. Nate, another tough game today. One that you showed a lot of good promise in the first half, but things kind of got away from you in the early in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not the result we wanted, but I think, as you said in the first half, part of a club, especially in our first year, is we're looking for those pieces we can build on. And I thought, we had great chances in the first half, and unfortunately just didn't convert on some of them because I thought, we had the majority. I thought, just my personal opinion, but I thought players like Jason Fairhurst were great in the first half. I thought we had a couple standout performances, and then unfortunately, they got that second goal, and the game opens up as you start to chase it. And, it got away from us a little bit, but got a lot of character, a lot of heart from the guys out there today. So
yeah, and you can see that at the end when, you're still pressing in the 91st minute and looking for goals. I mean, it's impressive that the team just wants to keep going. One thing we've talked about with Captain Al Zimmerman is just the team wanting to believe that they can compete here. Mm-hmm. And I think you've shown yourselves that you can. It's just a matter of, getting over the hump. But I so far so good. I think you're playing pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And I think, it's the classic. The first goal is always the hardest to get. So I think, if we would have opened the score sheet today, I think it would have been a much different game. And I think that's still exactly what you're saying. I mean, mentally we're fighting through that ability to believe that we belong at this level and can beat teams like that because we can. So.
Yeah. Well, the good thing, again, in this league is that you have a very short period of time to turn around, and we go down the I-5 to Eugene next Saturday. And, I'm hoping we can get a result there. And I think if you keep playing the way you have, I think they're going to come, and it might be this Saturday. Absolutely.
Completely agreed. I think, this leaves a little bit of bitterness in your mouth as a player, right? So they'll be fired up for next weekend. So
well, and you get Ballard 2 more times this year, both of them at home. So, maybe the rivalry is beginning fresh, and it started out well today. So once again, Nate Boatwright, thanks for joining us here. Unfortunately, on another Artesians loss, but another well-played game. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, coming to you live again from Interbay Stadium in Ballard, Washington, suburb of Seattle. Another tough one. The Artesians played well, had their chances, but fall 3-0 to Ballard FC in the first matchup between these two interstate rivals. But a short turnaround as the Artesians go on the road once again, a 3-game road trip. Next Saturday, we'll be bringing you the action live from Civic Park in Eugene, Oregon, as they take on Lane United Football Club on Saturday at 7 p.m. After that, we finally get to come back home. We get this same Ballard FC team at home Sunday, June 12th at 2 p.m. And then on Saturday, June 18th, PDX FC will be here at 7 p.m. as well. And by here, I mean Black Hills High School, which is the home of the Artesians. Thank you all for tuning in. On behalf of Brandon Sparks, I'm John McGlamery. And before we head out, let's thank our sponsors who have made all of this possible. Sylvan Pet Lodge, Olympia Hotel, Forma Construction, ThurstonTalk.com, The Drift, Olympia Jeep, Skokomish Tourism, Dancing Goats Coffee Bar, The Lucky Dog Casino, GGCW Renovations, iFiber One KMAS, Washington Orthopedic Center, Well 80 Artesian Brewing, Wembley Soccer Shop, and Van Dorm Realty. Thank you all for your support this season and beyond. And once again, the final score 3-0. And for those interested, the man on the roof has either fallen off or gone back inside. So he is no longer on the roof. But thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you Saturday live from Eugene, bringing you more Artisans action. And thanks to Brandon Cartwright and Cartwright Media, of course, for making all of this happen. Signing off for now, but we'll see you Saturday night from Eugene. This is John McGlamery. Have a good night.